us or a series of us has come together against the common enemy. If he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire, then burn down.
I will never change in my basic idea that nonviolence is the most potent weapon available to the Negro in his struggle for freedom and justice.
We must put progressive people in place. We must put people in place that speak truth to power. No longer can we sit on the sidelines and be quiet.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
I've been spread eagle. I've been handcuffed on the curb. And yet I've never been a criminal. Today, it starts with what they have done. It is their brutal system. Started from the core of their money. And today, we say change.
No justice, no peace. We are finna go into the closest restaurant we see. And we gonna sit down, and we gonna be peaceful.
Not a hero. And why does the black community make him a hero? Why do you choose him as a hero? We didn't choose him, you did. They killed him, and that wasn't right, so he's the guy.
Police! The police! Police! The police! Police! The police! Police! The police! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
Mr. Carmichael, if you had the chance to stand up in front of the white community and say, I would say, understand yourself, white man, that you need now to civilize yourself. You have moved to destroy and disrupt. You have taken people away. You have broken down their systems.
Understand what's going on. It's about fear. The United States runs on fear. Make you comply. Don't give you the truth.
And you have called all that civilization. And we who have suffered at this are now saying to you, you are the killers of the dreams. You are the savages. Yes, it is you who have always been uncivilized. Civilize yourself.
Upon the country when we care about it. Lady Liberty got a hand like this, she really loves us, then we really need to be like that. And it needs to be the black kids. If there's a white person who got money, then you need to help. You need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it needs to be real. And it needs to be before we all die, and then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you gotta pay your own karma.
See, that's another thing. When you talk about a revolution, most people think violence, without realizing that the real content of any kind of revolutionary thrust lies in the principles and the goals that you're striving for, not in the way you reach them. On the other hand, because of the way this society is organized, because of the violence that exists on the surface everywhere, you have to expect that there are going to be such explosions. You have to expect things like that as reactions. If you are a black person, live in the black community all your life, and walk out on the street every day seeing white policemen surrounding you, you live under a situation like that constantly.
What are we about to do? I said, let us check. There's not some common understanding that if people want to leave
That just doesn't make any sense at all.
We ain't touch no cops. We stay behind their lines. All we did is try to make our voices heard. That's it. That's it. No justice, no peace. What part of that don't y'all understand? Y'all obviously are scared of us, but all we have is signs and our voices. We don't have no weapons. If you see me, I have a water bottle and a book bag on. That's it. I'm not here using my voice. I'm not here trying to create change. And then the cops gonna tell me, why did I join the system? Why did I join the force? Why would I join the force in a corrupt system?
I understand that these are the main points. Like, black people are being killed. There is systemic racism. There's parts of the police that are against you.
Timothy Washington D. An Atlanta police officer asked him why, and he said that they got onto the interstate briefly.
Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect?
The truth is, no one of us can be free until everybody is free. And every one of us needs to say to our children, this is your world. Come out, stand out, earn it. I'm brought to weep when I think what my country can be and will be when we develop enough courage to act courageously and with courtesy and respect for each other. Just imagine what on earth we wouldn't have to say we're the most powerful country in the world. We will be the most powerful country in the world. Not because we have might, but because we have right.
No justice!